Cameroon, GCE level, June 2022, Economics 2. Answer 5 questions, choosing at least 2 from each section. All questions carry equal marks. You are reminded of the necessity for good English and orderly presentation in your answers. Explain the functions of the price mechanism. What are the disadvantages of the price mechanism? Explain the functions of the price mechanism. The price mechanism functions to allocate resources efficiently through rationing, signaling, and incentives. The rationing function causes prices to rise when demand exceeds supply, discouraging demand and conserving scarce resources. What are the disadvantages of the price mechanism? The disadvantages of the price mechanism include the potential for market failure, the unequal distribution of resources, and the negative externalities that may result from the pursuit of profit. What do you understand by the A paradox of value? The paradox of value is the contradiction that although a necessity, such as water, is more useful for survival, luxury goods, such as diamonds, have a higher market price. This is resolved by appealing to the difference between marginal utility and total utility. Explain the factors that will guide a producer in setting the price of his/her product. Economic and market trends also play a role in pricing decisions. This could include factors like inflation rates, consumer spending habits, and the health of your industry. In times of economic downturn, consumers can become more conservative, so you may need to adjust your pricing strategy. Explain the various types of profit. What factors may increase the level of profits of a firm? Explain the various types of profit. 1. Gross profit. Total revenue minus the cost of goods sold, COGS. 2. Operating profit. Gross profit minus operating expenses, like rent, wages, and utilities. 3. Net profit. Operating profit minus taxes and interest. Your take-home bottom line profit. What factors may increase the level of profits of a firm? There are 4 key areas that can help drive profitability. These are reducing costs, increasing turnover, increasing productivity, and increasing efficiency. How can the government increase the level of investment? Identify and explain the limitations of the accelerator principle. What are the positive effects of increasing the supply of money in an economy? How can BEAC reduce the supply of money in Cameroon? How can the government increase the level of investment? Similarly, a decrease in income taxes should lead to more disposable income for households, allowing households to supply more savings in the market for loanable funds. According to this theory, either of these actions leads to more investment. More savings make the amount of investment in capital cheaper. Identify and explain the limitations of the accelerator principle. The accelerator theory assumes that there is no unused capacity in plants. But if some machines are not working to their full capacity and are tying idle, then an increase in the demand for consumer goods will not lead to the increased demand for new capital goods. What are the positive effects of increasing the supply of money in an economy? An increase in the supply of money works both through lowering interest rates, which spurs investment, and through putting more money in the hands of consumers, making them feel wealthier, and thus stimulating spending. Business firms respond to increased sales by ordering more raw materials and increasing production. How can BEAC reduce the supply of money in Cameroon? To reduce the base money, The big bank sells financial securities to banks and the no-bank public so as to reduce the ability of deposit money banks to create new money. The big bank can reduce the money supply by also raising the cash reserve deposits that banks are required to hold with the big bank.